At some point, persistence stops being a habit and becomes an identity. This is where most people misunderstand success. They believe winning happens when circumstances change. But transformation begins when you change, when your inner standards rise higher than your excuses. Napoleon Hill spoke often about definiteness of purpose. Not a wish, not a hope, a fixed aim. A mind without a fixed aim is easily distracted. It chases many things and masters none. But when your purpose becomes clear, something powerful happens. Your energy stops leaking. Your focus sharpens. Your actions align. You stop waking up asking, "What should I do today?" and start waking up knowing, "What must be done?" This is clarity. Clarity does not remove struggle. It removes confusion. And confusion is the real enemy. Confusion drains willpower. Confusion breeds procrastination. Confusion keeps people busy, but never fulfilled. Look at the great builders of history. Andrew Carnegie knew exactly what he wanted long before he had it. He built his vision in his mind first, then organized men, ideas, and effort around it. This is the secret power of imagination. Not fantasy, not escape, but directed imagination. The ability to hold a clear picture of your future while acting decisively in the present. When imagination and action work together, belief strengthens. And belief changes behavior. Most people wait for confidence before they act. The disciplined few act until confidence appears. Confidence is not a prerequisite. It is a byproduct. And this is where faith enters. Napoleon Hill described faith as a state of mind that can be induced through autosuggestion, through repeated thought, repeated vision, repeated commitment. Faith is built, not found. You build it by keeping promises to yourself. You build it by doing the hard thing when it would be easier to quit. You build it by refusing to betray your future for temporary relief. Every time you persist, you send a signal to your subconscious. I can be trusted. And when the subconscious trusts you, it begins to work with you, not against you. Ideas flow more freely. Solutions appear unexpectedly. Opportunities seem to arrive at the right moment. Not because of magic, but because your mind is now aligned. This alignment creates momentum. Momentum is powerful. Once in motion, discipline feels lighter. Action feels natural. Resistance weakens. This is why consistency beats intensity. Anyone can go hard for a week. Legends show up for years. Consistency trains your character. It teaches patience. It deepens resilience. Resilience is not toughness. It is adaptability. The ability to adjust without abandoning the goal. Failure, then, becomes feedback, not a verdict. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times, not because he lacked intelligence, but because he refused to abandon the experiment. He understood something most people never learn. Failure is only permanent when you stop. And here is the truth that separates the extraordinary from the average. The world does not reward effort. It rewards value. Persistence without learning becomes stubbornness. Persistence with learning becomes mastery. So you study, you refine, you improve. Each setback teaches you something. Each delay strengthens your resolve. And slowly, almost quietly, competence compounds. People begin to notice, but by then, it no longer matters. Because your motivation is no longer external. You are no longer driven by applause. You are driven by purpose. Purpose is fuel. It carries you through loneliness, through doubt, through seasons where results are invisible. Purpose anchors you when emotions fluctuate. And emotions will fluctuate. Some days you will feel unstoppable. Other days you will question everything. The disciplined mind does not panic during doubt. It returns to the process. Process over mood. Action over feeling. Commitment over comfort. This is self-leadership. And self-leadership precedes all leadership. Before you command the world, you must command yourself. Your thoughts, your time, your reactions. When you do, something irreversible happens. You stop asking for permission. You stop negotiating with fear. You stop explaining your dreams to people who cannot see them. You move, quietly, relentlessly, with intention. And life responds, not immediately, not easily, but inevitably. Because persistence guided by purpose cannot be denied forever. It may test you. It may delay you. But it will not defeat you. Not when you refuse to quit. Not when you continue to decide, daily. And that decision, repeated again and again, begins to carve a path that leads only one way forward. Toward mastery. Toward fulfillment. toward the life you once only imagined. And now, you are becoming the kind of person who makes it real.